if I do not miss salah, do not drink or do bad things, why can't I go to clubs with my friends? Where is it mentioned in the Quran anyway that I can't go clubbing without drinking?
What are you going to do at the club? Mop the floor? No, seriously, because I used to go clubbing back in the days, and I don't know. When you're in a club, what in the world would you be doing in a club? I mean, it's just, it's like someone trying to jump into the swimming pool and says, I will not get wet. Don't ask me how. I just got skills like that. It's impossible. So once you're in that environment, and I mean, a club is a club. Unless they have like the History Channel on, or Animal Planet, and you're all watching a documentary, then we can no longer call it a club. But in the club, people be wilding out. Getting drunk and getting high and doing this and doing that and getting to know the ladies and the ladies getting to know the men. I mean, come on, you know what's up. So it's just, it's not doable. It's just not doable. You just, you're deceiving yourself by thinking you can go to a club and avoid certain prohibitions, because that whole environment in and of itself is in a place that is good or bad. That's just really the final judgment. If you know that place is bad, you just have to, keep moving.
Yeah, Sheikh, but some still go to the club and they claim that they don't drink, so they say, like, I'm not drinking, so how is it haram for me to be in the club?
Well, because there are so many things that are disallowed that are taking place in the club. So why are you in the club? First of all, we have the narration from the Prophet that the one who's in the company of where alcoholics, or where alcohol is being consumed, or alcohol is being served, all of this will bring about the curse of God. Okay, when you're in that environment in and of itself. So being there, just period, while it's there, is already an issue. That's number one. Number two, then how are you going to lower your gaze? As a male, with all the females that are, dressed very modestly, usually in the club, how are you going to lower your gaze and not look at them and check them out? How is that possible? And how are you going to avoid hearing certain things and so on and so forth? How are you going to avoid, it's impossible to avoid the prohibitions while in the club, because the club is a place of prohibitions. I mean, do you think isn't it ironic that they call Vegas Sin City? And it wasn't Muslims, by the way, who called Las Vegas Sin City. The non-Muslims called it Sin City because that's where sins happen. Because these people understand deep within gambling and all this is a form of sin. Putting all of the savings of your life at stake so that you and your family become bums afterwards, so you can have some fun in Vegas, is a sin ultimately. Because you're jeopardizing, your life and the life of others. And the same happens with drinking. I mean, you may enjoy that beer or that vodka or that tequila or whatever, but then as soon as you go out in the street and now you have to drive or you have to ride your bike back home, I mean, you're really, really risking your life and even worse, the life of others. How could that be any good for anyone? So this is the environment of the club. You cannot expect any goodness to come from there. So you are not allowed as a Muslim to go there. She's the end of story. Come play basketball, ya ammi. We've been begging y'all for the last 7 days. Let's go play sports. If you really want to, enjoy yourself, we have so many lawful alternatives. But because not good players are not showing up, we're having to play with losers. Dude will be dribbling for 25 minutes, then he makes it under the basket and shoots it outside. We were looking for the good players, no one showed up. Because maybe they were clubbing. So, you have other things you can do that are fun. We had a lot of fun. Right? 5-0. At least I had fun.
جزاك الله خير.